and I'd like to introduce to you not only a new model, but an entire new brand, Duo Yachts. So Duo Yachts, we started last year. Our shipyard opened in Q3 of last year, and this is our first hull number 1, the Duo Camper 28. It is a culmination of years of R&D. We've actually started as a yacht importer of major global yacht brands for the past 10 years. So we've had plenty of years of experience to study what customers are looking for and define their needs. And we've kind of put that together and created a model that we think is going to be a global sensation. Hello and welcome. I'm Patrick with Duo Yachts, and I'm coming to you here today from the Suyong River in Busan, South Korea on this hot summer day. The Duo Camper 28 is not only a formidable speedboat, but also it doubles as a camping car when it's on its own trailer. Thanks to integrated hull tanks, we were able to make black, gray, fresh, and even for the diesel heater, it has a diesel tank within this, all aluminum marine grade superstructure. And these tanks are actually on par with something of an RV of the same class. Not only a boat, but actually an RV. So we're looking at between 200 and 300 liter capacity for all of our water tanks, and around 200 liter capacity for our fuel tank as well. So just a few words on the exterior design styling cues of our Duo Camper 28. Typically, when you look at boats in the same class, somewhere between 25 to 33 feet, you find that many of the boats have almost a top-heavy appearance. So the house takes up a large portion of the overall hull. In the case of Duo, and Duo Yachts as a brand as a whole, we've tried to really take those design styling cues from a larger, say 50 to 60 foot cruising sport yacht and incorporate that into this 28-foot platform. So in order to do that, we've put our helm exterior and the house is completely living space. Keeping in mind that this is just our first hull, there will be some differences, but let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so for propulsion, on our hull number 1, we've actually got this 200 horsepower 4-cylinder Yamaha outboard. From hull number 3, we're looking at probably 250 as the base engine or 300 for the optional upgraded gasoline outboard engine. However, we can just equip the base standard option of just the steering and fuel lines, and when the boat gets to your country, you can put the engine of choice based on your requirements. Okay, and then moving over to the helm, we've got this stand or sit seat, and it's equipped with the sport steering wheel option. In the case of hull number 1, we've got standard cruise, NMEA 2000 connection, gauge reader, tachometer, and speedometer. All digital. It also has a rudder indicator, and then we've got our Garmin 923 GPS map. This is also equipped with a transducer so that we can see depth and real basic fish finder. And then we've got our bilge pump switches and then all of our other electronic switches. And then something kind of cool feature that we've included here is on the port side we have an 18-inch, so you can just hook up your phone here, and this becomes a drive-in theater at nighttime or daytime when you're underway. So you can also watch, YouTube or movies or whatever you please right here on this 18-inch monitor. Moving above here is our hardtop option. So this is not only a hardtop, but also a 600-watt solar panel. So right up here is a 600-watt solar panel connected to the EcoFlow power kit, which powers the entire Duo yacht, which comes with 5 kilowatts standard power energy bank, expendable up to 15 kilowatts. So this is just kind of a nice option in case you're on the water all day and don't have a chance to charge. You've got a 600-watt solar panel up top here, optional. And then above the house here, we have our sunbeds. This is also an option. And I should also mention that our UV-coated lifestyle water-resistant upholstery comes in 7 different color choices. So that goes for the sunbeds up top, the L-shaped cushions in the stern lounge, and also all of the cushions in the interior. Okay, so just before we go into the living space of the hull, I just want to point out that we also have Fusion Audio XS Series speakers here in the stern lounge. It's 2 zones, so 2 in the house, 2 in the lounge. And then down here, we also have a Rickerson port light option so that the stern cabin has some airflow. Okay, so let's just go ahead and check out the bow section real quick. We'll make our way up the gunwale here, and because we've got this synthetic teak throughout the boat, it's real easy to get to the bow section, even for a big guy like me. And it has these integrated handrails along the sides of the house so that we can get right up here to the bow deck. Okay, so on the bow deck, you'll find that it's nice and flat, and there's actually enough room here for a few people to lay down and sunbathe. So that's why we identify the Duo Camper 28 as being a great choice for a variety of audiences, because we kind of have the best of all worlds here. We have a flat bow deck, which can definitely offer enough space for fishing or lounging. We have a sunbed on the house. We also have a stern lounge. Oh, and also this particular model is equipped with a 600 watt windlass and a nice hefty anchor in case you need to moor at sea. And then we've also got these really nice sturdy 30 millimeter aluminum safety bars. They come up just high enough to attach a fishing pole or multiple fishing poles if you need, and plenty high enough to grab when underway in case the waves are a little bit choppy. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the living space. As I've mentioned a few times, this is just the prototype model, so please take the interior finish with a grain of salt. As is with the exterior hull, some of the black accents in the center to the stern part of the hull will not be present in the production model, and the overall shape of the chine will be slightly different in the production model as well. The interior will be completely different. So let's just go ahead and take a look at what we've done so far so you can have an idea of the space inside. So again, just to remind you, this is only a 28 foot boat, but we do have loads of space inside, countertops that rival even a home kitchen countertop depth. We'll have a 2-burner setup for the stove, also an optional air conditioner, refrigerator, and a really nice large size sink that would be comparable to something you'd find in an apartment. And we've integrated neon LED into the aluminum panels. Moving forward into the bow cabin. So the reason this is the bow cabin is because we have the table removed now, but there is a telescoping table that fits in here, and you can use it as a dinette. And you can see that very easily 6 to 8 people could actually gather around this dinette. When we telescope the table down, remove these backrests, simply place the backrests over the lowered position of the table. It creates a nice, more than full-size bed, comfortably sleeping 2 adults. And then here we have a 300 by 300 milli hatch, just, in order to let in some fresh air. Whether you want to use it in combination with the interior lights, or if you just don't want to use the lights at all, it offers plenty of natural light for the dinette. Another great feature about our Duo Camper 28 is in this class, typically you'll find 28, 29, 30 foot boats, you'll find that a lot of the interior is compartmentalized. So, you've got your cabin in the bow section or stern, and then you've got your head somewhere off to the side. But in the case of the Duo Camper 28, you've got it right here in the salon, or I guess the galley. I can stand, no worries. There's a full shower and also toilet and sink, all equipped in this fully stand-in bathroom. So lots of space. And then back here, in the production model, this is where we'll have our EcoFlow power kit. Again, it's 5 kilowatts base, up to 15 kilowatts expendable, and that's 220 or 110 volt and 12 volt on demand at all times. It can also be powered directly from your cell phone. So if you want to control any onboard electronics, you can do that right from the app, the EcoFlow app. And then moving back, right now we're just using the space as a life vest storage compartment, but there's actually a full-size bed, nearly queen-size bed, right here in the stern cabin as well. So you have connected yet private space in case you have 2 couples or kids, or just friends that want to spend a weekend on the water, this boat is kind of perfect for that. Also, our escape hatch is through the L-shaped lounge, stern lounge, and the ceiling of the stern cabin. So it actually fully extends and you can escape through there. Or if you want to use it as a storage compartment from the stern area, you just lift it up, and as we've done, you can put all of your safety equipment and use it as storage as well. Okay, and then just, in our prototype, we have these simple switches, which will be slightly different in the production models. And then here we have our RA210 Fusion audio. This is up to 2-zone, 4-speaker audio on demand with Bluetooth as well, color screen. It's really great. We use this in most of our boats. It's a great marine audio. Not real high end, but just enough to satisfy your audio needs. And then all around, we have an all-around 180 view with the windows here. This is really heavily tinted PMMA, so marine grade, UV resistant, and a really nice dark, almost purple hue to it. Really gives a nice appearance at nighttime as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and head back out. Just one last thing I'd like to explain here. In our prototype, we fitted the entry-exit to the cabin with a sliding door, but moving forward from Hull 3, we're going to have a gull wing type door. So actually, we'll lift up here, and the door will extend forward and upward, kind of allowing for more easy access. And especially when underway, you don't have to worry about rolling kind of port and starboard with the door not being secure. Okay, and just as I had explained a moment ago, this is our escape hatch and also access to the stern cabin for storage. And then here we have our electronic switch equipped with shore power. Therefore, you don't have to really worry about running out of energy when it poured or relying on solar. You can just plug in and spend the day moored, partying on the boat if you want. Or if you have the air conditioner option, you don't have to worry about using up your energy real quick with the shore power. Forward in one stern cabin, a full galley, and also a standing head with shower. In line with something, as I said, that you would see from 50 to 60 feet. So if you look at the house of the duo camper, you'll see that it's almost a maybe 20% reduction in height, and it really gives great proportions between the hull and the house. So from a distance, it looks like a really larger boat than it is, and we like to think of it as a big little boat. And something that kind of sets Duo Yachts apart from other brands is because we have an entirely marine grade aluminum welded superstructure, we're able to get some really unique finishes. So if you take a look at this one, again, this is just a prototype. So this is hull number 1. From hull number 3, the exterior and interior will be slightly different, but just to give you an idea, you can see that it's finished in a handcrafted hairline aluminum kind of brushed finish. And then over that aluminum hairline, we put a layer of clear coat. So it really gives it a nice touch. This particular model also has our 2-tone color option. So the house and the solar hardtop are also in top is a tungsten coat, and the house is finished in a hidden white coat on the interior portion, and I believe it's tungsten on the exterior. So we have up to 10 color choices for the exterior hull finish. You can either go with clear coat finish on the original aluminum hull with a hairline. You can also customize up to 2 coatings for the house and the hardtop. So let me go ahead and give you just an overview of other features and options that you're going to find throughout the hull. If you're curious or interested in this model, check your local nation dealer, or you can contact us directly at info@discovermarine.co.kr. And I'll leave you with a few shots of the boat underway on our first sea trial. The weather was great. We got it up to around 26, 27 knots with this single 200, which leads us to believe that she's good for at least 30 to 35 with something a little bit more powerful. All right. Thanks for joining, and see you next time.